Hey, a great Wednesday evening. It is a beautiful, and I'm not gonna say what that is. Oh,
What?
when you a- yeah, after the show, go back and look at how we started the show.
What it
You'll
look like?
understand what, huh?
In the gutter. In the gutter.
It looked like. Anyway, a great Wednesday evening. Hey, Maggie, how you doing?
Disgusted.
you wanna give me a damn it? Erasmo's always right now, or you wanna wait till later on? You just
So
get
disgusted.
you just get it done and over with, and
What do you write about?
everything.
Such
Uh,
as
I made main mention that this thing with Snaggletooth was, you know, very much up
you
in the air.
mean look now. That one?
Look at me now.
Wow.
I, how stupid.
Wow. We were like, what?
Because
Just wow.
it's all about her, you know.
Apparently,
She
I'm
is
guessing.
stupid, stupid, stupid. And I think did I mention it this morning or last night with no, I didn't. I tried to be on with Frankie last night, but I just had horrible internet in Monterrey. She's just stupid. She is one stupid individual. Stupid. And haven't I been saying that for like months or years now, Maggie? Stupid.
I had hopes. I had
Huh?
hopes. I had hopes.
And that is why I keep on telling people not get our hopes up too high. Because let me tell you, I was excited as
I still
well.
refuse to be that way. I'm going to refuse to be that way. I'm still going to keep hoping. Although I had hopes for Daniela too. I did. I
There's
kind of had hoped when she first went in, she was asking a lot of questions. So I had hopes.
zero
Hopes.
brains, zero
Well,
brains,
I had
zero.
hopes.
Up here,
Denise,
zero.
no. Yeah.
But now Daniela up here, zero. Yes, zero,
More like titere titere. Someone's
zero.
holding the strings.
No,
Oh my lord. And who wrote up all those pages of information for Eddie to read? Like I'm literally gonna rewatch the meeting because apparently I have nothing else to do in my life. I'm literally gonna rewatch the meeting just to check, was it as bad as I think it was?
well, again, he can't speak to save his life. You know that, right?
Uh,
He's almost as bad. Well, at least he's as bad as Dr. Gutierrez, but at least Dr. Gutierrez has an education. You know, every so often he'll say a coherent word. Every so often, little Eddie, not so
he's
much,
human though. Hey, but
huh?
he's human though. He's human though.
Dr.
You didn't
Gutierrez
see that
or
part.
little Eddie? No,
Yeah, Gutierrez is he's human. He said so himself.
I'm human. While he read
I'm
it off a paper.
human. Huh? No, he didn't read it off the paper. It came from the heart. Deep, deep, deep. What is that? I don't know why it suddenly came to my head. The Grinch with the heart. The picture keeps going smaller and smaller and smaller. Go on.
I mean, one, Mr.
Huh?
Rich,
Mm-hmm. Dear Dane. The highlight of the night was Dr. Medrano.
Dr. Medrano.
He was there. I love that man. They gave an award to a
Oh,
teacher.
Alma
Yes, that's what I was thinking, Alma, but I couldn't remember her last name. Um,
Almeida.
a humanities award.
Can't remember. And I was seeing it while he was giving the award out there. I just I don't know the person individually, but I mean, look, I'm, more people should be getting awards at BISD. Uh, despite the
More, more of the front line people.
oh yeah, yeah, of course, because we all Salazar, Alma Salazar. Thank you, Daisy. Because yeah, because the top people they buy their awards. That's the difference. Let me tell you. Uh, does everyone not see that I got a haircut and a shave? I look amazingly handsome today. But let me tell you, the place that I went to, and I don't want to mention the place, they didn't do a great job. And I told him, I said, do not take from the top because my hair is thinning out. Do not take from the top. Only fade. I want to do a Maggie and the beard. I want a shadow. First thing they do, Maggie, they go, "Vzzt," and I see this clump of hair fall down. And I go like, bitch, that's not gonna go back.
And
My
every time they do that to me and I see a clump of hair, I'm like, yes. Like
well,
if I felt comfortable enough in a Sinead O'Connor, I'd still be pulling it.
you probably rock that, you know that, right?
I don't think so, but I have been thinking about going short and spiky.
No, it looks good. But you
Like
got tons of hair. I don't.
that's the thing. It's very thick.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't.
really.
I've started to lose hair. Well, I lose hair, and my hair is not growing back because of my the weight loss surgery. You stop growing hair. So whatever hair I had on top that they cut off is never coming back. So my question is, should I get married this year before I get
Married?
yeah
No.
before I get old?
No, don't do that to another human being.
That's
No.
true.
Go to comments.
No, me tío, ya debo los 545. Esperaba más, tan siquiera unos 2,000 pesos.
No.
No. Uh,
Hey, but they already gave you 1,500 in June. Come on. Come on. Did you hear that comment?
yeah. This is how ignorant these people are, Maggie. This is how naive, how out of touch, out of base they really, really are. Stupid. But the most stupid individual in the city of Brownsville is Jessica Snaggletooth.
I don't know, because Renee was talking about how um, research shows that the best way to show teachers or the best way employees feel appreciated is with what was the word he said? It meant increase in pay, like a stipend or something. Financially, he didn't say the word financially. I'll look it up again. And I'm thinking, dude, you're talking about it and then you're still not doing it. Well, maybe because he's happy enough with his 35,000 a month.
I wonder if he will show us his PUB bill.
I thought you were about to say something else. Oh my god!
Oh, that goes up one lung.
I only thought another word was gonna come out of your mouth.
Good evening, Julie Hermos. Yes, he was human. He also had people pass with COVID.
And his children got sick. He's human.
Yeah, I
Thank you,
must.
Daisy.
Thank you, Daisy. She's my aunt from my dad's side. Yeah, more power to her. And I don't know her personally. Maybe I do. I just don't remember. That's why you need to go to the Baba. Yes, really. I am for cleft. I am so upset.
Verklempt.
But it gets to that point. What can you do now? They've already cut it off. So I'm not going to I wasn't like pissy at the moment. Although I did, make the expression of like, what the hell are you doing? And I told him like four or five, I've told you nothing from the top. And then they kept on getting close with scissors. I said, I told you nothing from the top. And then again, I go like, nothing from the top. Yeah. We're just going to. I said, no, nothing from the nothing. They don't understand.
It looks like a good haircut.
Yeah, but look. I don't know if you can see this.
Well, no, I know. I just haven't been rude about it.
You hurt my feelings. If I had
Who,
any.
me?
Well, if I had any, you would hurt my feelings.
Well, if I would have in the past, but I'm not mean like that always, just sometimes.
I need to start showing off your hairy legs. I don't have hairy legs, and I think hairy legs are okay, but I don't have hairy legs. It's kind of weird. Hey Maggie,
Hey, Frankie.
I'm over here. Maggie, go to your room. Speaking of PUB bill, I already got to my credit report. Sadly, are they doing that? Are they?
It goes on your credit report? I didn't know that.
No. I thought that's one of the other aspects that we hadn't, questioned whether, because they did the moratorium where you're not going to get late fees and you're not going to get disconnection until February. But the question is, are they going to report you for delinquent PUB bills?
I hadn't even thought about that. I didn't think your utilities was something you got demerits for or whatever, bad credit for.
Well, failure to pay.
Well, I know, but it's like health, doctor's bills.
Doctor's bills can go on your credit report too.
I was always told your hospital bills, doctor's bills, that doesn't go on your credit.
Makes sense to me. Good evening, Belinda. What do you mean you almost got killed in Mexico? I almost got run over.
So, okay, so my mom wants to know. So you had a flat tire. Were you able to pull off to the side, or were you like, I'm almost gonna get killed?
Should I say in Spanish because you're wrong, or
she'll read it?
Okay.
You're gonna say it in Spanish anyway.
Of course. No, estaba manejando y había como una barra o algo en el camino y traté de esquivarlo, pero no pude.
Okay, never mind. Do it in English. She can't hear it anyway. She'll read the bottom.
I got the back tire with it, and I felt it, and I go like, "Oh crap!"
But wait. You were driving, and what did you saw a barra?
It's a bar, some barra.
Like a barrita?
No, like some
with queso and frijoles. No. I'm gonna let you talk. Go.
That's a mollete, remember?
No, barrita is a
mollete. We had this discussion before, Maggie. It's a mollete. No,
I think it depends. You're talking about a concha and a mollete.
It's a mollete. You said beans and cheese. It's a mollete.
Yes, that's a barrita. That's what they call it here.
Mollete.
Someone start chiming in, please. Okay, so you hit a bar.
We already had that discussion, but anyway. So we hit this bar. I hit this bar, and all of a sudden I knew the tire was out, so I moved to the side, and no car was coming, so I got out, and I said, and the tire was destroyed.
Now, let me ask you this. When you pulled off to the side and the line, does Mexico have a line on the side? Like the shoulder?
Yeah, but there was very little shoulder.
Okay, so were you on the inside or were you on the road side of the line?
Oh no, on the right side, the right lane.
You were on the shoulder side of the line.
Yeah, there was very little shoulder.
Okay.
But oh crap.
What?
It is reported to oh my God. Oh my God. It is considered a creditor.
Wow.
Oh my God. I had not asked about
that's something that needs to be brought up then to PUB.
Well, let me tell you, I'm pissed. I think that what we need to do, we need to go back and contact PUB and contact the city commission. Because if that's the case, then we're getting screwed, Maggie.
Everybody in Brownsville. Susan, we need you on it. Susan and Kayla. Susan and Kayla, please.
That's crazy. I just saw it. Is it okay if I send it to Maggie so you can see it? You'll freak out, Maggie. So anyway, so what
I just
happened?
said yes.
Okay, good.
Don't send it to me yet.
Oh, he did.
So okay, so you're on the side of the road.
So then I see in Mexico they have like these little indent thing, like little rest areas where they have water, where I have water. So I was very fortunate. So I got to get into that little dent of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out there, where it's water. So I get out of the car and I'm going like, oh my gosh. And in Mexico, they have an autopista. They have these green angels that'll go and help you out if you have a flat tire.
And all
So
they do is drive back and forth. So for people who don't know that, all they
yeah,
do is drive up and down, right?
yeah. So I
Okay. Well, some people don't know that what a green angel is.
yeah. You're right. You're right. No,
Okay, so green angel is a couple of guys usually in a vanish kind of car, and all they do is drive up and down the roads and help people who've had car issues or whatever.
yeah, flats, overheated cars, whatever. So I'm in the Dadura and I'm there waiting and waiting. So I'm out there waiting and waiting. And let me tell you, Maggie, that I'm going like, what am I going to do? I don't know how to check the damn tire. Because, because I'm like a fresa. I mean,
Why? Yeah.
I've changed the tire like 30 years ago. I never had to do that ever again.
No, and I was telling my kid that the other day. An elderly couple, my mom and dad, made a comment about someone. Hey, Joe, made a comment about someone's husband didn't know how to do something with cars, fix it or something. There was an issue with the car and they didn't know how to do it. And I was telling my kid, when you make the amount of money that couple makes, you don't need to know how to fix the issue with the car. You take care of it for. So yeah, go ahead. So go on. Sorry.
It's okay. So I said, what am I going to do? And then I started to worry. I say, like, what if it was a trap, you know, to get people? And I thought about that for a little bit. And I said, screw it. So I got the little donut and I got this little bitty jack and, I picked up the tire, loosened the nuts and got the tire out, put the tire in, tightened it up. And right when I finished tightening up, then the Angeles Verdes stopped by. And we're like, could you have got here like 45 minutes before?
Should have sat in the car and taken a nap.
No, actually, I was at that point where I almost turned back and came back home. Because,
Okay, and were you in the car by yourself? That's the other thing I was going to ask you.
yeah, of course, because I was going to Caderita. So I was going like, I'm just turning back because I tend to believe in like you get this sign. So,
Mm-hmm.
you just act on it. So I said, no, but maybe God's saying like, hold off, don't go yet. Let me delay your trip a little bit. So I went into Progreso, and that's how I hadn't even gone far, and I was able to find a tire finally, the same brand as my other tires. As crazy that may sound, and then I headed off to Monterrey. Oh, but when I was changing the tire, there was this 18-wheeler that sort of did a let me move to the side, and then it did this jiggle that 18-wheelers sometimes do. Because what happens over there, Maggie, you don't only have like an 18-wheeler, you got double carry, where they're carrying two
Mm-hmm.
jigs. So that other thingamajig literally like almost hit my back because I was lying down like this on the floor,
Shush.
just like this.
Like
Well,
how far? Like how almost hit your back like this, or almost hit your back like this?
well, I felt the tire, the swoosh,
Shut up.
the swoosh.
And the way you said it on internet too, it whispered in my ear. I was like, "Bang!"
And
That reminds me, what were you saying the other day about Dr. Gutierrez and Jessica?
Had so far up the butt. I told y'all about Sniper. She was stupid, stupid. But see, Maggie, let me blast y'all a little bit. This is why you can't treat these people like people.
But you can't be,
You have to. You
no,
have
you can't be like that. That's just not the way life should be.
Maggie. The only reason, and I want Susan to come on right now. She is coming on. She said the only
Yeah.
reason I wanted to come on is because I think Susan is emboldened a little bit now that she thinks that she's gotten some answers from the CRC committee. She thinks, because I told her, don't get your hopes up too high. I've been working with these people for a long time, but she's like, oh, we're screaming at them and they're paying attention. It doesn't always work that way. I think a lot of times, guys, they do this in order for us to. It's the same Sampaio thing, same little like, yeah, yeah, yeah. We're going to do this because y'all are upset about this, and then they give us a little bit, and then they take it away. They take it away. Same thing happened, and this is why I made that comment in regards to BISD. I mean, y'all were all like wanting to throw a massive party because y'all thought you were going to get the 1250.
And they take it away with arrogance.
And they take it away with, look at me now. I just screwed you. Look at me now.
I almost fell in love with Minerva Peña last night.
But Minerva Peña, again, I don't like Minerva, but she always plays that little dance, that little game. But she is always the loudest when she's in the minority.
Okay.
It's the Drew Brown tactic. Let's give him $5,000. My concern is there was great possibility of something really, really amazing. It was
Mm-hmm.
close. And I'm not talking about the 1250 because at the end of the day, it's not what is most important. And I know that everyone out there wants to focus on the 1250 because of the morale and blah, 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 blah. That's fine. It's called self perseverance. People should have been more excited about the audit that we could have had.
Mm-hmm.
That's because at the end of the day, Maggie, 1250 is still crumbs, Maggie.
Yeah, I know.
It's still crumbs.
But it's a little bit more crumbs than 525.
I don't care. It's still crumbs. And this is what irritates me.
You
Because
can
it's
buy a little bit more bread with than 525.
still crumbs. And what irritates me, Maggie, is with a forensic audit, you would have learned how much they screwed you over.
Okay.
But it shouldn't have been 1250. It should have been 25. It should have been 2750.
But now Eddie does want a forensic audit.
Well, he says that, Maggie.
Just no, but he just wants it for the years 2014 through 2018. Explain to me why those years.
Well, why not 2022?
No, he just thinks 2014 to 2018.
Because of Sylvia Atkinson.
Oh, I was thinking it was because when was Carlos on the board?
Well, let me tell you, I'm glad you mentioned that because I don't know if it's come out, but they're going to throw some crap at Carlos, and again, because of the scoreboard. So it could have been during the scoreboard years.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, that was one of the things Eddie brought up.
So again, it's just that little research into, well, was Carlos on the board when the scoreboard was, but again,
That's his main focus, right?
yeah, it's again, it's an attack on Carlos.
Yeah, that's his main focus, right? And
Yeah.
I wonder, is it the Napoleon? What's it called? The Napoleon effect?
No, syndrome.
Thank you. Is it the Napoleon syndrome? Is it the is my IQ as good as your IQ? Which
Well,
I
no,
just
again, it's a little game, Maggie. It's a little game that they play, that some people fall for, Susan. I'm not mentioning any names, Susan, but it's that little game that they play. It's like, okay,
Hang in there, Susan. Hang in there.
you want a forensic audit? Okay, you want a forensic audit? Okay, sure. Well, let's do. I'll vote for 2014, 2018. Wait a minute. What about 2018 to 2022, when we actually lost 1.2 million dollars, when we have no accounting about the Performing Arts Center, we have absolutely no accounting in regards to how much money Sylvia Atkinson took from our students. Why not now? But we were this close. And let me tell you, and y'all may disagree, more important, Maggie, than that 1250 is the forensic audit. And this is part of my issue with most. And I understand that the teacher associations are supposed to go out there and fight for teachers and blah 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 blah, and because they pay their dues, blah 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 blah. The big issue there is the millions and millions and millions that they siphon away, that they steal, because all that money is your money, Maggie. Is former teachers' money, is teachers' money. It's the community's money that they pocket. And
it's my future child's money, because when my child starts the workforce, she's still going to be paying for it.
Then Maggie, why is the focus more on the 1250 than on the audit?
No, that was something. I mean, that was an issue too. In addition to
right now, I've gone out there and I've seen the memes. I am the king of all local social media. I don't know if y'all two knew this. The king of all local social media, and handsome and totally not fat. Going bald, but still handsome and totally not fat. That's why I need to get hitched this year. But the biggest issue there was the audit.
Well, it got tabled.
Huh?
It got tabled.
Who motioned it to table?
There's hope.
Who tabled it, Maggie?
Was it Daniela? I need to go back and rewatch who pointed it out, who tabled it. The other thing also is the district survey. They didn't want to spend money on it.
Well,
they will find out how much people don't like.
But they already know that, Maggie. I mean,
documentation? Do they need documentation?
Do you really think that they don't know that they are the most hated individual inside the district?
You mean a survey on BISD?
Yeah.
As a district.
All you need to do is look at the amount of kids that are gone to charter schools.
Oh yeah, the loss of kids is very, very telling. Besides that, I mean, look, they stopped the public comments on their social media page. Why? Because they were getting all the praise.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Napoleon Complex. Thank the person who sent it to me.
But going back, I want all associations to focus on the big matters. Because if one of the things that we learned from, and we're still learning actually, from the PUB audit, it's not majorly screwed. And I think I went out there and I had mentioned 135 million, and then they had mentioned 118 million. And I think Carlo and Kayla said that they went to a finance committee meeting, and now it's up at 179 million.
Dang.
I mean, where are we going? And one of the things, I don't know if you got to hear this, Susan. One of the things that I just found out is if you don't pay your PUB bill, you get reported to the credit bureau.
I saw that. Where is that bill from? Do you know what month the bill, not when it was reported, what month the bill was from?
It says, I don't know. I think it says October. No?
I thought it said September.
No, it says October.
Yeah, you're right. October 20.
October. So my question is, right now there's no late fees, there's no disconnection, right?
Uh-uh.
My question is, but are they getting reported to the credit bureau?
Apparently, yes.
Well, when did the commission pass that though? That was just recent. That was
like a month ago.
It was October. The 24th, I think.
That far ago?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, because that's the day that there was two special meetings that week, and I know that the first CRC meeting I think was November 3rd. So I think it was the October 24th and maybe 28th or something like that they voted that.
so 6 weeks ago.
So that bill might have been before that.
But
Uh,
but again,
sucks. Either
my,
way, it sucks, but
my question is, they haven't shared with us. Shut up. They haven't shared with us in regards to reporting to the credit bureau. I mean, that was not part of that little memorandum that they did.
no.
So my question is, are people still getting reported to the credit bureau?
That's a good question.
It is, because if that's the case, they need to stop doing that.
Yep.
That's insane. Yeah, everything that Maggie says is insane. We try to keep her in check. But
I could on the
what
show. That is an option.
also, but it can be noted as in dispute if you're actually disputing it. You see, Maggie?
I always thought doctor's bills was the one thing you could blow off because not blow off, but put off because it wasn't going to get reported to the credit anyway.
Reese is making mention of Austin Energetic. That's another one of those that's similar to ours, isn't it, Susan?
Actually, according to today's meeting, the blonde lady, what's her name? I like to argue with her a lot.
Susan
The one
Lopez?
from No, the one from PUB. The one that came back. She left and then she came back. Starts with an M.
Oh, Quinn?
No. She's the interim CEO, I think, or COO or something right now. Marilyn Gilbert, I think. According to her, um, what was the question? Lost my train of thought. What did you ask me, Maggie?
I lost my train of thought too. I was trying to figure out who you were talking about.
Oh my God, what did you say? Oh, that's too funny.
Marilyn. What about Marilyn Del Bosque?
Yeah, that chick. She's the one. But what you had asked me something and she answered that question today and I forgot what it was. Dang it, Maggie. When you remember, ask me again.
Okay, well, Susan went to the CRC meeting today. How did that go, Susan?
Yeah, it's still disorganized, but we had progress. So
He's about to mock you.
they voted on the appointment of the board members, the removal of the board members. They voted on strict collaboration, meaning that PUB has to report to them on a quarterly basis.
To the CRC or to the commission?
No, to commission. And there's one other thing.
But that happens already.
The budget, not to ratify the budget, but the budget has to be presented to the commission.
But that happens already.
What?
They report to the city commission regularly.
No, they don't. They haven't had a meeting with the city commission since December 2021.
Not a joint meeting, but they report to them.
Well, they don't report. They don't give them like a thorough, like kind of like around report.
But the PUB board, I mean, this is from PUB, not the PUB board.
This is from PUB to the commission.
I mean, PUB, the entity, not the PUB board.
Right.
Because then why do we need PUB board members then for?
It's for more oversight, really, basically.
Well then, so we're going to keep the PUB board members. Now we're going to be able to remove them at will?
At will, with or without cause.
How many people have to vote for that?
Supermajority.
So 4 out of 3. 4 out of 7.
I think it's more like 5 out of 7, no? Because it can't. It's not. Well, yeah, I guess 4
What
out of
does
7.
supermajority mean?
Supermajority is 60 to
Explain
70%.
supermajority, please.
Supermajority would be like 60 to 70%. A majority is anything over 50%.
So 4 out of 3.
So I
And
would say more
out of
like 5 out of 7.
5 out of 7. Yeah, but they still have to pass it through the city commission. Is that correct?
Right.
And you think it's going to pass?
Yes.
Why are you so confident?
Because it should be that way. All the other boards are that way, and in all the research I did, and that's what I spoke about today. Actually, to let you know, there's one other public meeting that they have to have, and this public meeting was very set up very differently. It was good because every item action, the public was able to speak. Of course, I was the only one there. So I spoke at every single item that they were going to vote on. I pretty much spoke about, in addition to my opening comment. So as they're discussing things, I could literally get up while they were discussing and say, wait, that's not right. Or this is why the public wants this, or this is why the public wants that. It was a much better way to hold a meeting.
Wait, so I misunderstood. What the kind of meeting you had today, you were able to give input
Yes.
as part of the audience, and why is that?
Because the committee is required, because these are going to be on the ballot. These are ballot items. The people have to vote. So they're required to have 2 public meetings for public input on anything that they put on the ballot.
Okay.
So it's held a little bit differently.
So
if I felt like one of the committee members was confused or wasn't swaying with the rest of them, I could get up and convince them.
Okay, got it. I was wondering where Dr. Cantu was last night. She wasn't at the meeting. Maybe she was at home sick with COVID.
COVID?
She human too?
Why taxes keep increasing? So you have faith and don't see any progress in the city? No, of course not. So you have faith in this CRC committee now?
Well, they did today. They finally passed stuff. They finally were a little more organized and on point, and a lot of their minds changed. And so we voted on they voted on 4 or maybe 5 of the items, and all of them were in the favor that we wanted.
Well, I'm a little bit less trusting.
Well, we'll see. I'm going to be $2 richer.
Not yet.
$2 bill, $2 bill.
$2. As soon as the commission passes it, you'll get your $2.
Yeah.
But if they don't,
They will.
why are you so confident?
Because their hands are tied right now, and they don't like that.
I don't know. I think they're going to find a way to skirmish out of it.
Mm.
Oh, what about Brugiac? Coming back?
When's his day up? 16th, right?
Yeah.
Did anybody go to the meeting yesterday? Wasn't that on the agenda?
No, it was part of it. It was spoken in closed session, but I think it was just more conversations with the attorneys. It didn't specifically say in regards to talking about Brugiac.
Mm.
So you think he's coming back or no?
I don't think he is, because I think on that wasn't it on the agenda to look for a CEO? I thought I saw it on the agenda.
I don't think so.
Let me see what it said. Okay, no. Let's see.
All right, so answer one of those questions while she's looking.
Who keeps control of all taxes the citizens paid? Elected officials oversee it. City management does what they will or they need to with it. Same thing with taxes that go to BISD. The district, they're the ones that control. The board is supposed to oversee, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yes. Next comment. That's it? Are we at the end of the comments?
Yeah.
Or you just did not want to be controlled by me today?
What happened to you?
You not want me to control you today?
No, it's the last comments.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Early night. Let's go to bed.
Oh, Susie's looking for something.
What was yesterday? The 13th? It was on the 12th, right?
I think you said like the next couple of days.
Look, it says
What about this comment?
I switched to solar too.
It's like the $88 a month plus what you're paying for the solar, right? For the
Yeah.
panels.
If you're paying on it, yes.
I think Green Coast. I think they haven't done our pest control this month.
Plus, another thing is you get a $10,000 tax credit, right?
Actually, you get it. Well, depends on the cost, but I think it's up to like 20 something thousand.
Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna be selling T-shirts that say, "Look
Where
at
are
me
you,
now."
when are you getting married? As when you propose?
Oh, I see a local board council, specialty utility council, retention consultant, interim, and CEO, and to determine and CEO to determine. I guess I thought I saw it on here. Interesting. Well, that deadline's what, Friday?
This Friday?
I think it's this Friday.
Do you think
Yeah,
they'll
I was gonna say you said the 16th, hadn't you?
Yeah. Oh, that's this Friday or Thursday. When is it? The Friday.
be interesting?
That's gonna be an interesting one. I have no idea about that one.
I think we bet money on that one too. No,
No, we didn't.
we should.
So
$2 he's coming back.
Erasmo will pay you $2, but do you have anything you have to part of the deal, the bet? What's the other part of the bet?
$2.
$2. The $2 bill.
Oh, and if you win, if he wins, you give him the $2. Okay, I thought maybe it was like something different.
Nope.
So you want to bet $2?
What do you want to bet? You think he's coming back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll bet you $2. I don't think he's coming back.
I think he will.
$2, guys.
This one, I have no faith in this.
$2 and he won't come back.
Are you ready for BIC again, Erasmo?
No.
Probably.
Don't shut up, please. No more. What, you think we're that fed up that who's next? When is the next election for BISD board?
2020.
4?
Yeah.
And who's up for re-election in 2024?
Little Eddie. Daniela. Little Eddie. Daniela. And Minerva.
Dang, that opens up. Come on, Susan.
Hey,
And Jessica, 4 seats.
is there term limits there?
4 years.
4 years.
Oh no term limits.
No term.
Oh, term limit. Term
Wow.
limits, no, but it's a 4-year term.
That's something that needs to change.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Minerva Pena. How long has she been there?
16 years or 18 years.
Shut up.
It's going on to 18 years.
Not even.
She has.
Actually,
Ah.
I don't believe you. 16 years.
Check it out.
Okay, Miss Peña, it's time to hang it up.
Well, we
Wow.
said that before.
Huh?
Hey, wait. Before you go off, what is all this you're saying about look at me now? Did she say that? Or what?
Okay, so they gave this lady, Angel Salazar, an award. And I think Angel's mom was there. I missed that part, but I think Angel's mom was there, and Jessica said, "Oh, and Miss Torres, you were the parent liaison. You were the very first parent liaison, and you talked me into being a parent volunteer. And look at me now." And then later on, I swear what she said was she was going to make a informal request.
An informal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Roman thinks I misheard. Might be because I'm old, but I am going to go back and listen to it. So, yeah. So I'll be selling t-shirts. Look at me now. I'm making an informal request because I'm petty like that. And I'll be the first one to admit it.
look at me now.
Look at me now. Do you think the Republican Party should move on from Trump? Yeah.
I think the Republican Party has
I think
certain people that are hardcore Trump.
I think the Democrat Party can't let go of Trump.
Yeah, the Democratic Party should move on from Trump.
Oh, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about it that way.
I finally made a good point.
Just one. All right, 46 minutes.
All right, guys, let's go. So what's the next meeting, Susan?
Next week? No,
Oh, good.
I don't even know. I haven't looked at it. I just got this week. I'm week by week, Erasmo, week by week.
It's crazy.
I'm day by day, but I do want to go and sit there and just give support, even though you guys don't really need it. But I just don't seem to have time to do it.
Well, I'm going to go after BISD because I did not like the way they tried to shut you up about the million. You should have told them, I'm sorry. I have the right to say whatever I want. You can do whatever investigation you want.
Apparently, you can't.
Public speaking moment here.
What I got a few comments was they were glad I got them to admit the fact that they lost $1 million. So apparently that's a win. So that one. And did you see when Minerva Peña was saying, I can say this? What do you mean I can't say this? I've always been able to say this. You know what I'm talking about? When she said, contact your state representatives.
I didn't see the whole meeting. So
Okay.
I was
And Elvis was like, ma'am. And she's like, but wait a minute. I can say you guys can contact your state. I'm not saying that's not political. And he's like, Madam Board Member, ma'am.
Who said that?
he said it was political. That's not political to bring the campaign candidates into the schools? Please.
Apparently that, or it's not political for the lawyers to pitch into their campaigns. So,
Ma'am.
Madam Board Member. I need to look that up. There were too many good quotes from last night's meeting to pass up.
All right, guys. This I call it quits for tonight. Guys, have a great evening. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thanks, Susan.
Bye.
See you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, Maggie. Guys, you go to each other. Continue to me.